Hi guys, my name is Rachel Zentz and I am a sophomore in college and a member of the Miller Business Honors Program Executive Board. And on behalf of them and myself, we would like to welcome you to Ball State and the Miller Business Honors Program. We are so excited to meet you all in the fall, but we know this transition to college can be a hard one. So we decided to ask you guys what you are most worried about coming into college, and we compiled this video to help answer those questions. We hope this eases your transition and we can't wait to see you guys soon.
Hi, I'm Haley Lambertson. I'm going to answer your question about immunization shot requirements before coming to Ball State. So there are four. You need to have proof of an up-to-date tetanus diphtheria vaccine, proof of 2 MMR vaccines, proof of at least 1 quadrivalent meningitis vaccine, and then proof of 2 doses of meningitis B vaccines. So if you just do a quick Google search of immunization shot requirements before Ball State, or before attending Ball State, it should be the first link that pops up, but in case it doesn't, I'll link it down below.
Hey guys, my name's Brandon. I'm going to be answering one of your questions. So the question that I had was asking about a computer recommendation for a student that's going to major in management. So as far as anyone on exec board knows, there's not really a hard requirement for the management department, so I'm going to be doing kind of a general college recommendation here. And I'm also going to be going off of specs rather than just saying, you should buy an HP or you should buy a Dell. I feel like that will kind of help narrow a search down a little better. So I'm also going to be doing kind of a minimum that I would recommend, and then what I'd really recommend to get some longevity out of it. So for your minimum, I'll say that you'll want an i5 Intel processor minimum. You will want 8 gigs of RAM, a 500 gig hard drive, and you really don't need a graphics card, if I'm being completely honest. But that's just kind of a minimum recommendation. Look for those three things: the i5 processor, the 8 gigs of RAM, and the 500 gig hard drive. Now, what I would buy if I were buying one for college, I would buy an i7 processor with at least a 1060 graphics card in it, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and 16 gigs of RAM. Sorry, I know that from the minimums to the recommendation that I kind of mixed a couple of those up in the order. But so the minimum will definitely get you by, at least for the first couple of years. I will say that the second one, the kind of beefier recommendation that I made, that should be able to carry you through your 4 years, if not a little more beyond that. So when you're looking at those specs, you're really looking at longevity of your machine. And the other thing is, I know I said a graphics card isn't needed, but if you want to play any kind of games on your computer, you'll really need a graphics card. And if you want to watch movies in kind of HD quality or anything like that, you're going to need the graphics card too. But if you're just looking for a machine that you can do your college work on, you can do your Word docs and your presentations and everything like that on, the i5 and no graphics card will serve you perfectly fine. If you want to reach out to me to kind of, if I need to clarify anything, because I know, again, I kind of stumbled through part of that recommendation. My email is bphavron@bsu.edu. And I'd be happy to clarify anything, or, if you have a laptop that you're looking at, you could just go ahead and send me like the Amazon link or wherever you found it, and I can go ahead and take a look and, kind of give it a seal of approval in a sense. I mean, I'm by no means an expert. I just know what I was looking for when I was getting my computer. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And like I said, don't be afraid to reach out.
Hi guys, I'm Cole and I'm going to be answering one of your guys' questions. And the question is, are there any unspoken rules that people follow? The first one I thought of was actually going to class. College is a lot different than high school, where teachers take attendance. In college, a lot of professors don't even take attendance or require that you're even in class. But if you want to succeed and get good grades, you should go to class even though it's not required. And the second one, which is kind of silly, but it's an unspoken rule, I guess, in college, is to not sit in somebody else's seat. Typically, there's no assigned seats in college, but once somebody has sat in a seat, that's their seat. They've claimed it, so don't sit in it. So that one's just kind of silly one that everybody follows for no reason, but they just do it anyways. Another unspoken rule to follow is to actually contribute to group projects. In high school, you can get away with one person doing all the work, but in college, not only is it really inconsiderate to not contribute to your group, but it also makes it a lot harder to get better grades. So definitely, if you are in a group project, make sure you are contributing and contributing equally. If you're going to be living in the dorms and you're going to have a roommate, make sure at least your half of the room is clean, because nobody wants to live with a dirty person. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great summer, and we are looking forward to meeting all of you this fall.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Vogelsang and I am in the Miller cohort class of 2023, and today I'm going to be answering your question of how to rent an instrument from Ball State. First of all, you're going to go to Hargrave's Instructional Building. It's off of the Scramble Light across from Sursa Hall, and you're going to go down in the basement, and there's a man down there who rents out instruments from Ball State. It will cost you a refundable deposit fee of $50, which is per item per semester, and then there is a $30 rental fee, which is also per item per semester. You can return your instrument the last 4 weeks of the semester, but info is still being updated because things might change due to the virus. If you have any other questions regarding rental fee, then you can contact D.A. Scott at bsu.edu, and he has all the answers.
Hi, I'm Alex, and the question I'm answering is about if the workload in college is a lot more than in high school. It kind of depends on the class, because some classes will have no assignments, just tests, but in general, the information is a lot more in depth and requires a lot more thinking, and it's not just straightforward. The professors want to see if you truly understand the subject rather than if you can just copy an answer down from the book. So it's about spending a lot more time studying and staying on top of things, but if you're able to do that and manage your time well, then you should be fine.
Hey guys, my name is Ben Iacona. I'm a junior accounting and finance major on the exec board, and the question I'll be answering is the workload a lot more than high school? I would say no. Teachers definitely don't give you as much busy work or homework as you might get in high school, but they do put more personal responsibility on you to be doing things like reading a textbook and practicing the concepts that you learned in class. I would say that the freedom that you have in college, scheduling wise, for some people might make it feel like you do have less because you're able to control more when you get it done and maybe have more free time, but that varies by person.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie, and this question is it easy to balance classes and homework with clubs and activities? And personally, I think it is. I didn't join too many clubs my freshman year. I'm in Circle K International, and I volunteer through that weekly. I'm on the exec board, and I play intramural volleyball with my friends, but that's about it. And I still have a bunch of free time left even after that stuff and all my classes and homework. I think you just have to find what works for you to balance it. I have a planner and I write everything down as soon as it's assigned, and I try to do it as soon as possible. So I have like all my free time in one big chunk. And as long as you find like that thing that helps to keep you balanced and you don't join an overwhelming amount of clubs or anything, you should be able to do everything you want along with your classes and homework and not be overwhelmed.
To conclude this introduction and info session, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Catherine Cataldo. I'm a sophomore majoring in finance and apparel design, and I am also part of the Miller Honors Executive Board. From myself and the Miller Honors Executive Board, we would like to welcome you to the program and hope that today we were able to answer many of your pressing questions. Please feel free to reach out to us with any
and all questions that arise. We hope to make this transition as easy for you as possible. We hope you have a great rest of your summer and look forward to seeing you soon in the fall.